Okay, here we go. The men's race. It's going to be starting any minute now. There we go. Alright, everybody staged. It looks like alright, men's open race, Castle Rock, California. Castle Rock, California, Castle Rock, Colorado. Looks like they're all staged and they've all taken their jackets off.
Hello. Is my jacket in here? I was told it was. Hi. 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 I don't see it. No?
Who's there? It's in the driver's door, little one. Oh, here. Don't close it all easy.
There's cords above
it.
your head.
I'll get it. And it looks like they're off. They are up the first run up. And they are off and running. I cannot see who's where. We got the men's open race and the 40 plus open out on course right now. The men's open guys are going to be heading towards the sand pit. We'll get zoomed in on that in just a minute. So they're coming through the sand, see what the riding looks like. I cannot tell who's who. Looks like Eric Brunner's out front. I'm thinking Ross Elwood's in about 5th right there. Probably Vin Ledzinski in that group. Jules Vandekamp right there. And then Eric Brunner just went by the truck here. Get ready for the run up. They should be there in about 5 to 10 seconds.
I think
Nolan's racing it.
Yeah.
Men's 40 plus are there. Should be making a quick turn at the base of the run up right now. And Eric Brunner off his bike.
Get a jacket and see if I can. There, over on the side there.
Eric Brunner going across the top. What do you need, Allison?
Oh, Ashley's in my gloves right here.
They were on your left there, I believe.
Oh, I see.
Eric getting to the very top of part of the course now. And here's all our 40 pluses going up the stairs, up that run up. And pretty soon we're going to see Eric coming across. He's getting ready to ride to the top of the switchbacks here around these bushes. So Eric Brunner is down the switchbacks. Should be seeing everybody else get to the switchbacks. See if we can see him right here. Should be making that left. sure if Eric's already made it down this section or not. I believe we should see seeing him come into this picture any second now. I'm not seeing anybody in any of my screens right now. Not sure where everybody went. All took off to a whole new course. We'll see if the sound's back on. I turned it off for a second, and it looks like I unmuted the wrong thing. So hopefully the sound is back and got everybody coming through the sand section now. Oh, Ross got passed by a couple riders and got jammed up in the sand right there. Fairly cleanly through the sand. The chase group of four buggered themselves up more than anybody else. I believe that's third. This is fourth, fifth, and sixth. And cut away to where Eric is going all the way to the top of the course again. Missed him at the run-up. There he is. There's Eric. Making a nice little descent. Once he makes that turn, we'll go over here to the run-up. See a big group. Jules making a big move going up the stairs there. A couple of CMU riders. Group about 7 or 8 there fighting for that third place spot. Again, we can take a look at Eric putting on a clinic out at the front of the race. He's getting ready to make a little climb up to the switchbacks. Hard left-hand turn. That's steeper than it looks in the video. And then a little more bumpy downhill to hit one little spot where you get some rest, going across some paved sidewalk. And there's the big group putting on the chase. Past the guys going up the stairs, you'll see some riders coming across to do that little descent that Eric went through just a minute ago. And most of these guys in the picture right now are the 40 plus racers. This is that big group fighting for third place, I believe. Here's the view of them all coming off of that. Right, trying to warm up their hands. Supposedly I don't sound quite as out of breath when I'm sitting in the van and everybody else is manning the cameras, and I just try and go from the screens that have the most action on them. There you go, Eric making the climb up the other side. He has got this race well in hand, and we're about 15 minutes in right now. Next time he comes by me over here, I'll try and get a count on how many laps we're going to have left. See Scott Funston heading out now. Oh wow, Eric's heading towards the barriers. Looks like I got it just the right time. Should be bunny hopping the barriers right there. Couple railroad ties. And Eric just putting on a clinic in the snow. There's all of our chasers. I believe Scott Funston is somewhere in between these two groups. Again, just trying to keep track of who is who here. Eric making the climb up towards the top. You can see Scott going up the hill just behind Eric there. So that's first and second. Not sure if we're going to get a picture of that chase group. Here's some of the chasers, but this is a little bit farther back, I believe. This is Eric coming to the sand pit again. So race leader right here coming towards the sand. take a look over here back at the course where most people are. You can see Eric in the foreground. Cut over to Scott going through the sand when I see him getting there. And Eric coming on to the finish straight. Let me take a look down the finish straight. They are not giving Eric laps to go just yet. Oh, Scott just got through the sand and I missed it trying to look at the lap counter. So there's Scott on your screen now. That's second place coming into view. And here is third getting through the sand. That could be Nolan Stevenson. See if I can take a look as he comes by. I think that might be Nolan Stevenson. In third place. Trying to take a look and see if he's coming up here next to me now. Yep, that's Nolan in third. So 4, 5, and 6 are all battling. So that's 4, 5. 6, 7, and 8 right there. Ross, I believe, was in 8th place. Ross Elwood. Just everybody's a little too small on these screens for me to figure out the who's who out there. And we got racers taking out the tape. Got some of our course volunteers out there fixing that up. Quick jump over to the run-up. Again, I think we're looking at 4, 5, and 6 there on the run-up. Eric's already going down the switchbacks past the run-up there. Eric onto that paved section, that one little break. Dropped his chain and able to get it back on without getting off his bike. Tighten up his shoes, looks like. Putting in a power dig there. And here we are, more of our riders coming up to the top here. So yeah, it's good. We've been solid. I've muted it a couple times, and Dad's like, "There's no sound," so I've turned the sound back on.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
So this is Nolan Stevenson, kind of in the picture there. That is your third place rider. Let's see. Take a look here. As this rider's coming up, you're going to see Eric out in the background heading out away from us. Got Allison on this camera now?
Yeah. You notice it's improving since I was doing it.
You guys are doing fine. See, Eric leaving our top screen, heading towards the barriers. Oh, there's Eric. This is going to be a lapped rider right in front of Eric. The first one he's catching, I think. This is kind of towards the end of your 40 plus open group. Riders coming up the run up. Some of the other riders going down the switchback on the other side there. Again, with the extra clothes everybody's wearing in our 10-degree weather here in Castle Rock. Got about, I don't know, 1.5 inches of snow maybe. A little breezy out there right now. Try and take a look, see if I can find the race lead. There he is, coming to the sand pit in about 5 or 6 seconds here. There's Eric in the sand. That's your race leader. Here, give Scott some time going through the sand. Oh, Scott did not make that clean dismount going in. Oh, this is going to be our lap rider, I think. Yeah, this is a lap 40 plus rider. Scott's not quite there yet. He's getting closer. Should see Eric coming to the run up here. Oh, and I just clicked away from Scott. So here's Eric at the run up. Eric making it to the top of that. And here comes Scott Funston onto the finish straight. Scott should be at the run up in about 15 seconds. Take a look at Eric on a little bit higher part of the course here. Checking his time, checking his heart rate. Should see Scott hitting this run up right about. Nope, still not Scott. This is our lap rider. Scott's going to be right behind him. He's probably going to run right past him. Scott Funston from CMU coming up these stairs. And back at the sand pit. Looking like Ross Elwood coming through, still back in that 6th through 10th area. These are the riders that just came through the sand. And Nolan Stevenson on the run-up. And then jumping over to see Eric as he goes across to these switchbacks. Oh, just missing the hard turn. And right back in the center of the screen. Quick work on this course. Click back over here to the run up. Take a look at that 6th through 10th area. wish I could give you an idea of where the leader of the 40 plus open race is. This is the all the riders coming up onto the finish straight here. Take a look out in the distance to see there's Eric. Lots of lap traffic now. Making his way to the sharp left turn, and then the barriers will be next for Eric. And Eric up and over the barriers. Take a look here as some of our 40 plus riders battle to bring it up onto the finishing straight. This turn that they're at right now is extremely off camber, extremely dry and loose. The more you can keep those feet in the pedals, the better off you are. You get unclipped and your shoes are packing up. Lauren there in the background watching some riders getting through the sand. The camera's frozen up. We got a little bit of action over here at the sand is where everything's happening now. Eric working through more lap traffic. And getting ready to see Eric come up onto the finish straight. Eric is going to see 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go in this race. Eric making the run up. I wish I could give you more names on here, but I just don't recognize the jerseys today. there getting the run-ups. If you look in the background, you can see making that downhill turn. And back over our little rat trap with all barriers right up the top. You can see one person up the top left dismounting to go over those barriers now. Then you just got big twisty turny section from there all the way through. Most of the riders are making it through the sand on this go around here. There's Ross working his way through. Dave coming down to try and warm back up.
That's the live one?
That's the live, yep. It's about a 30-second delay.
Which one's that at?
I am not. Is he right here?
No, he's up where I
He's
just
up
was.
where you were. This is the camera that you were at right now. So there's Scott Funston getting on to the one recovery section on the course, trying to get some feeling back in his fingers. Not sure why he's struggling to feel his fingers. It's only 10 degrees out here today. And then here we are taking a look at that run up again, about halfway through the men's 40 plus field. The big leaders within the men's open field are definitely dealing with the lap traffic right now. Looks like Ross Elwood getting to that run up again with the lap traffic and everything else. Not knowing where anybody is right now. Getting harder and harder to drag that bike up those stairs. And Ross hitting a little downhill before he goes up to the very top of the course. And again, a couple more riders on the stair section. Lost track of our leaders now. We completely lost that one camera way over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Don't worry about it. It froze up or the batteries died or something. Whoops. Didn't mute what I thought I muted. Guess you guys got to hear all that. I think I just missed it. This guy caught a little bit of air coming out of that downhill section. Thinking this is Eric at the very up right at where the start comes back into the course, making his descent again down towards the sandy section. little too zoomed in there. So Eric should be coming here to the sand any minute now. Again, more 40 plus riders here at the back of the pack. And Eric through the sand. Well, it's the first time I've seen Eric running in the sand. Been riding that for the most part. And then this is going to be some 40 plus riders coming onto the finish straight. And then Eric's going to be right behind them. We'll probably see Eric going past them when they get to the stair section here. So Eric onto the finish straight. Take a look at some of the guys going down the switchbacks. And a few more are coming into our run-up. Yesterday, lots of people were riding up this. I'm not sure what the difference between yesterday and today is, aside from yesterday being 65 degrees and today being 10 and an inch and a half of snow. I don't know why that it's affected so many people. So there's Ross going up the stairs, up the run-up. Looks like he actually just made a pass. I think that's Vin that he just got by. Jules just got through the sand. We should be seeing him coming up onto the finishing straight here. In just a second. He's on that off-camber turn. Our other BJC riders. the sand pit, a couple riders getting through there. Not really anybody behind them. Should see a few riders coming into the run up here. Here they come. I think that's a top 10 battle going on right there in the men's open race. I believe that was Scott Funston making the turn to go down the switchback behind us. Back here again, trying to locate where some people are on the course. Go to our run up here.
Ross and Jules. Ross is up closer to the front and Jules is back with Nolan seats. Denzel, and then I don't know for a while, and then it's like Ross and then Jack, and then a little like Brandos, and then Jules with Finn and Nolan-ish. Like they were all closer together.
I believe that's Jules and Jack. Is Jack in a BJC kit?
Jack is in the Forever Endurance green and black kit.
Alright, I have lost track of the race. You got stuff behind you to your left. And everybody is getting the bell. Let's see if we can find our race leader. So we are on the bell lap. Still one to go, trying to find that blue kit out on the course, and I'm not having any luck right now. But it is sounding like we got Eric Brunner way off the front, Scott Funston behind him, followed by Denzel Stevenson coming out of retirement.
Today. There's Eric. He just passed the preview. Bruh. And you're making me dizzy.
A couple other riders making it to the top of the run-up for their final time. That's what I wanted right there.
There's Rose. So that's like 6, 7 kilometers. I don't know exactly. And that's
All
Jack.
these riders taking out the stakes, not being able to stay under control, going through the sand pit.
Probably right there.
Oh, a little late.
So that means Eric's probably close to the run up now.
Close to the run-up?
If he's
No.
not done. Yeah, all the boys just, or he's past it. There's
Yeah,
Scotty
Eric's-
just went over here.
Yeah, Eric is...
Eric's about to go on the backside that course down the S turns.
Yeah. Might be able to see Eric on the left side of this screen.
Jules.
There's some more riders hitting the run up for their final time.
That's Jules in one of the.
Coming onto the finish straight, trying to look in the distance to find that blue jersey. I know it's got to be getting close to the finish.
I think he just crossed onto the backside of the course over here on the program screen. It looks like, yeah.
I think that's Eric leading the way up the backside there. Not 100% positive though.
It's so much faster than everybody else is doing it.
He's probably following the line that I established when I did the race just before this one.
Right. See these yellow barriers? He didn't there. That's Vin.
So we're going to see Vin coming up onto the finish straight, getting ready to head out for his final lap.
More person.
There's Eric through the sand. Can't hear me? Oh. I guess I was supposed to put the microphone there so everybody could hear me. Whoops, I don't know if that's Jules or Ross that just had some
Eric
issues.
just came up on the finish straight.
And Eric is finishing the race. First place is done.
I think. Does that look like Eric?
Men's open race is over.
Ish.
Well, at least the winning of the men's open race is over. We still got guys out there, obviously. Not sure how many of them just packed it up because they got cold. Does not look like there are as many racers out there now as were out there earlier, that's for sure.
Everyone who gets left gets home today.
Oh yeah.
Well, not like immediately, but they're finishing now. So there's gonna be nobody on the back
I know.
of the course. That's Nolan with Riley, I believe.
So it looks like we
younger
got
Riley.
Nolan and Riley.
Yeah.
Those two are heading out to the S-turn descent that we don't really get a good picture of. This could be Scott Funston coming into the sand. Does not look like he's riding like Scott though. Oh, there's Scott now. Going to be the third rider coming through the sand here.
There you
In the CMU kit. So that's your second place rider.
go. He's about to come up onto the finish then. Then where's the result?
So we'll see Scott as he tries to navigate around some lap traffic here up to the finish for second place.
That should be Denzel.
And I believe this is Denzel in the purple
Yep.
kit, about to knock over some more stakes. So that's your third place rider. So Denzel will be making it up this hill right here. One more rider, then we should be seeing Denzel. This is him right here, so that's third place in your men's open race. More riders struggling through the sand. This is going to be a mix of lap riders. I'm not seeing any of our top 10 men's open racers here. Everybody's scattered all over the course right now. Making that final push to get to the finish line. More riders coming into the sand. Oops, somebody getting sideways in the sand. Now we're getting into a bigger section of the field. Gonna have a little sprint out of those two guys.
Yes.
Or maybe not.
Jack Tanner.
Jack Tanner coming up the hill there.
So,
One of our
I don't know what like some of that is,
a few more racers fighting through the sand. Looks like Ross. Probably gonna put Ross into a top 10 position.
but and in the sand is Jules.
Sorry, so I'll probably be home
And then Nolan.
Nolan leaving the sand there.
Yeah, the two girls.
Got Jules coming up onto the finishing straight.
Yeah, I think it was mostly
And then this is going to be Nolan coming onto the finishing straight right here.
In the feedback kit. Just a minute. There you go. Unzipped.
Nolan Stevenson making a little pass to head to the finish.
Let's go do. What a king.
And that is it. I think we made it through that one pretty well.